Welcome back everyone, I'm Kate Plays Games, this is EVE Online, and welcome back to our insane bootstrapping self-sufficiency challenge. We are just a few minutes away from completing Drones 4, and I said as soon as we completed that, we will be attempting this massive 3 out of 10 combat site, which is designed with cruisers in mind. But I think we can do it in this tiny little ship, which has just under 50 DPS. The reason I think we can do it is because we're fast, we've got a long target range and a long drone control range, so we should be able to kite everything, I hope. At the end of last episode, I did give you a brief synopsis of that site. It's 5 rooms, you only have to do 4 of them. Rooms 2 and 3 branch off, one to the left, one to the right, and then they join again in room 4. So I think we'll go room 1, room 2, room 4, then room 5. And the other problem is that we're running out of time to do this. If we have a look at view details, this site will expire and despawn in 5 hours 51 minutes. So we have that long to do the site. Well, we don't quite have that long. We have 3 hours, just under 3 hours to do the site, because the server restarts at 11 o'clock every morning, and that will respawn everything in the site. Good because we get more bounty and loot, but bad if we actually want to complete the site. So I'm really going to have to concentrate and get a move on with this. Before we go, I do want to, in the industry panel, you will see I am building another Mollusk and a micro auxiliary power core, because if something goes wrong on this site, we need to come back here and get in a brand new replacement Mollusk pretty much instantly. I have already built the 2 more 150 railgun ones. We have a small cap battery here, small cap recharger here. We have an armor repairer. We have an afterburner. I've managed to get most of it built. We've got lots of spare drones, well, hobgoblins. We don't have any spare hornets. I'm leaving behind a little bit of thorium as well. So the only thing I'm going to have time to build after this is the small drone control range augmenter, but that's fine. The only thing then we're missing out on is the hybrid weapon range and the drone damage amplifier. So if things go bad, we'll be a little bit worse when we get back, but not too bad. And we'll see how bad things are if we do die and how much time we have left, whether or not we have time to actually build all that stuff before we come back. So that is the plan. We'll be hanging out here for 3 minutes until the micro auxiliary power core blueprint is done, and then we'll throw in the drone control range augmenter, and then we shall go to this site. I did remap my attributes. Attributes determine how quickly your skills train. If you have a look, every skill has a primary attribute and a secondary attribute, and Gallantry Frigate will have different ones, perception and willpower. And the way skills train is that it trains the primary attribute plus half of the secondary attribute skill points per minute, and for alphas that is halved again. So before I remapped, we had 20, 20, 20, 20 and 19. That's how you start the game. Remaps usually have a 1 year cooldown, that's right, 1 entire year before you can remap your attributes. But rookies get 2 bonus remaps, so we still have the bonus remaps. So I remapped, I took 2 points out of charisma, which is the maximum I was allowed to take out, and I put them both into memory. And that sped up our Drones 4 by 40 minutes, which then gives me another 40 minutes to run the site, so that was worth doing. And that will of course also speed up Drone Avionics, which is memory perk, and Drones 5, which is a memory perk. So we've saved quite a lot of time doing these without affecting any of the other skills, because none of the other skills we're doing use charisma. So we saved a few hours on our drones training, and if we ever want to do social skills or fleet skills or corporation skills, then we can just use another one of our bonus remaps which have no cooldown and remap back to charisma if we want. So that is what I did there. I also had to go out and kill things this morning because I did not have enough money to start these industry jobs. So I went to the nearest 0.5 systems in Bala and Del Tol and Kolil, ran all the asteroid belts and came home. And I made about 410,000 in about 20 minutes. It was incredible. Like 40 minutes, 0724 and 0754. No, I was right the first time. It took me half an hour to make 400,000. So yeah, our earning power is now huge. That did include one single hideaway, but the rest of it was all just asteroid belt rats and 0.5.
Skill training.
That's a skill done. That's a skill done. We can now use 4 drones, and that has put our DPS from 49 point something to 57.3. Alright, we're nearly at 60. I've decided we're just going to use thorium because fall off range 23 is fine. We don't need it to be very much longer than that. There's no point using lead or iron or anything like that. Right, that's done. So let's put the drone control range rig in. Small drone control range augmenter 1. 22 minutes, go. Okay, let's undock. I will see you in Ation. Let's do this thing. Alright, we're here. We're going to the site.
Warp drive active.
This dead space complex was built by the Serpentis Corporation to protect and store narcotic and military supplies for their members. The complex also acts as a temporary storage area for the corporation's traffic of illicit substances. While the entrance check-in sectors of the complex are not known to be heavily guarded, certain sections house experienced security staff using cruiser craft manufactured and funded by the Serpentis Corporation's income from illegal activity. DED threat assessment unsafe, 3 out of 10. We need to turn on the tracking computer and the armor rep. We need to not bounce off the hitbox of the acceleration gate. Let's go.
Active.
The entrance pocket of this complex contains light peripheral security around the Adventware storages. 2 acceleration gates give way to 2 different routes inside the complex, one leading to the check-in tunnel and the other to the more heavily defended security corridor. Visitors are cleared by security at the Traffic Management Office, allowing members of the Serpentis Corporation access to the check-in tunnel. Yes, there are quite a lot of bad guys here. This is just the front group. There will be more that spawn back there. Yep, there they are. So let's keep this guy at range, send the drones out, hit him with the artillery. Hit him with the railguns. They're not the most powerful of enemies, so as I said, the plan is to try and kite each group individually, because as you see, these guys have not aggressed at the same time as these guys did. You will notice in the overview we have this supply traffic management. When you right click, this is a Dead Space Overseer structure, and that one drops one of the Overseer's personal effect boxes that we can sell to Concord. This one will be the 5th tier, which sells for about 160,000 I believe. Now the thing I do not want... Okay, now if you can see very faintly, you can see some effects coming from these guys. Because these guys had indeed aggressed our drones. And I don't want to lose my drones. My drones are basically most of my DPS. So I'm just going to approach this closest guy, stick a couple of rounds in him and see how many of them aggress. Hopefully the ones at the back won't. Come on, something aggress. Here we go. Okay, all of them have aggressed. So that means it's safe to put the drones out, because the drones won't be getting killed anymore. We're just going to have to double team the drones and the guns each and every time. We need to take down the DPS. These guys seem to be approaching us pretty slowly, which is good, because in asteroid belts they've been approaching us with micro-warp drives on. This is a good thing. Just take them in order of distance. There are 2 gates. This gate to the left leads to a room with nothing but frigates in it, and the one to the right leads to a room with even more frigates, a gun turret and a cruiser. So we will be taking the left-hand path. If we manage to somehow get through this site in a quick time, we will warp out before destroying the big station, which is the loot dropping finale of this site. We will warp to a station and then warp back to the site, come in this room again, and then take the right hand side. So we'll end up doing all 5 rooms, because there's a lot of bounty in that other room, because it's a lot more frigates than are here, and a cruiser and a gun turret. And this 6th tier, 7th tier I should say, this little building drops a 5th tier, the 6th tier is in this room, the 7th tier is in that room, and the 8th and 9th are in rooms 4 and 5 respectively. Room 1, we literally have 100% shield. We have 315 out of 315 hit points in our shield. Nothing has even hit us yet, because all these guys must be blaster fit. which is kind of why we built this fit to be as long range as it is, so we can do things like this. And I kind of chose the Mollusk because it had the longest targeting range, because we know that these dipshits use sensor dampeners which cut down your maximum targeting range. Most other frigates have a maximum targeting range of around 35-40. That would be cut down to like 20, and that would put us well within their danger zone. Alright, room 1 done. It did not take long. This is a good thing. As soon as we're in range, the drones will go and destroy that traffic management. I might as well have a look in all the wrecks and these little supply containers as we go. These supply containers don't contain anything good. It's just like another random wreck. A Hornet? I'll take a Hornet. I don't mind having more drones. Compact mining thingy. Yeah, the buildings here have a little bit of hit points. We shall help out with the guns momentarily. Alright, I'll take another blaster. Let's open this one. Because these overseers boxes are most definitely the things we need. Because that is where all the money is. If we kill all 5 rooms, we'll get about 1 million in bounty. And if we get all 5 of the loot boxes, we'll get another 4.2. So there's like 5.2 million available. Hey, another drone. In total in this site. Which is rather nice. I mean, I did just make 400,000 in half an hour running belts, but you know, 5 million from doing this site is a lot of half an hour installments. Why do I want 5 million? Because the next thing on the shopping list is an Algos blueprint. This is a destroyer. It looks like this. This will be our natural progression from a Mollusk or a Tristan that use drones. This is most definitely a drone carrier. I've already made a simulated fit for it. But the blueprint cost 8.3 million, so we have quite a lot of work to do. Oh my god, this building's taking forever. And this is like the weakest building. Okay, looks like the frigate's not going to be the problem. Grinding down the buildings before downtime hits in 2.5 hours is going to be the issue here, I think. Come on, drones. Kill it. Kill it, kill it, kill it. I'm not sure if there's anything in that storage bin. Hey, they killed it. There we are. 180,000. We'll take the blaster, and this traffic management key can let you buy. The next time you do this site, it will let you in this right-hand gate to the room with the cruiser, so you can just fly straight through this room, ignore all the enemies, and disappear through the gate. It does quite speed up your time. Okay, let's get through this site into room 2 on the left-hand acceleration gate. The check-in tunnel contains warehouses and storages for equipment and drugs ready for categorization and registration. Incoming vessels are required to check in at the staff quarters to receive permission to access the acceleration gate leading towards the main drug refinery and central warehouses. Once again, we're quite close to these guys, so let's keep them at range, spit out our drones, and just shoot the nearest guy. We have a lot of containers and another dense space overseer structure at the staff quarters this time. More guys have spawned. I do need to keep an eye on my drones, because something will aggress them eventually. We'll have to bring them back in. A few more frigates in this room, but nothing too deadly. We are the only person in the system, which is good, which means we're not being combat probed. Not that anyone would really combat probe a Tech 1 Mollusk. Probably they would assume that we're running level 1 missions, and they're not worth stealing. And I am certainly not worth killing. If it was in a cruiser, they might think, that guy could be running sites. Right, let's just aggress this guy, see how much of the room aggresses. Come on, aggress me. Wake up, aggress me. There we go. Now they're all starting to slowly wake up. Let's get the drones out. It looks like the ones at the back near the gate are not aggressing. And the ones near the building are. Well, that's fine, that's okay, I can deal with that. Take them in distance order, closest to furthest away. So far, so good. It's the next room that frightens me a little bit, because it does have 4 gun turrets. And gun turrets take quite a while for us to kill. What are the drones doing? Get over here. Help me kill my target. But we're definitely fast enough to kite these guys, because luckily they're not using their micro warp drives like the ones in the asteroid belts have been doing. So our running away and staying at around 20 kilometers thing, it seems to be working. Our guns, because they're slightly different, do have slightly different ranges. The base Tech 1. The base Tech 1 is 15 to 23 and the Meter 2 is 17 to 24. And the Meter 2 will be doing slightly more damage as well. But so far, it's really good that the ship is so fast, because we're able to just, we're maintaining speed, and our speed is actually dropping to match the speed of the incoming enemies. Because when the enemies in the asteroid belts were approaching us, they were burning micro warp drives, and our speed was like maxing out at 950 something, trying to stay away from them. These douchebags seem to be okay. Okay, room 1 done, room 2 nearly done. Room 4 is next. That is the one that concerns me a little bit. The final room is actually easier. I'm just gonna go and start looting wrecks. The drones can do all the rest. Because we need to drag ourselves closer to the actual objective, which is the staff quarters. God damn, having 4 drones is awesome, man. I'm digging that. Right, let's have a look in here. Metal scraps. You know what, I'll take metal scraps. They basically take up 0 cargo, so I might as well take them, because they are a lot of titanium. Even though we've got hundreds of thousands of titanium at home. Right, drones. Start working on the staff quarters, but keep an eye on these guys. If our drones start taking damage, I'll recall them, and then I'll have to aggress these frigates at the back. Metal scraps. And this building is going down much quicker than the one in the other room was. Sweet Lord. This is a good thing. Metal scraps, yes please. It looks like the bad guys at the gate just don't care what I'm doing, so I'm just going to aggress one of them by shooting him. Metal scraps. Alright, drones. Fill your boots and go for that guy. Metal scraps. Let's have a look at this container. Nice. Okay, this has gone much, much easier than I thought it would. So far. That was famous last words. Just watch me die. Okay, let's get into all these charge containers. As I said, they don't contain anything good. It's just like ammo and garbage. Right, room 2, done. That is a laser ammunition crystal. The cool thing about laser crystals is that you only need one for each gun. And Tech 1 crystals never expire, they never run out. So you buy one crystal and you're good forever. Until your ship explodes and you need to buy another one. Faction and Tech 2 crystals do burn out over time, but they last a decent length of time. Lead charge, and this will be our 6 tiers, and the Serpentis staff key, and another compact mag stab. Alright, I'll take that, thank you. Okay, deep breath. Scary room coming right up. Room 4. I was considering going back to a station and dropping off this and that.
Warp drive active.
The central pocket of the complex houses the drug refinery, narcotic storages and military supply warehouses. The headmaster of the drug refinery must clear all visitors before allowing entry to the acceleration gate towards the administration sector. This is the cruiser, 45,000 ISK. He looks like this. He's called the Serpentis Refinery Headmaster, and he drops the box in this room. Because as we see, there is no Dead Space Overseer's structure here. Let's just aggress some of these little guys in the front. The closest one, please. And we'll see how many of them aggress us. I was thinking of going back to a station and dropping off all the gear just in case we die here. But I think we'll be okay. I'm just gonna unlock everything but that guy. Okay. Quite a few of them have aggressed, but that's okay. We can deal with aggression. Should turn my afterburner on, that would be wise. And the cruiser's aggressed us as well. Okay, we're going to be taking constant fire from the cruiser. But all the guys at the back and the gun turrets have not aggressed. This is a very good thing. We can kite a cruiser. That is not going to be a problem. But we do need to whittle down all these frigates. Every now and again we'll get a little tap from the cruiser, but we should be okay. If everything in this room had aggressed us all at once, and the gun turrets as well, that was what was giving me pause and making me a little bit scared. But the fact that everything is only approaching with afterburners means we are more than fast enough to keep everything at the range we want. I was not expecting that. I was expecting us to get banzai charged and slaughtered, but our fit and our plan is working absolutely perfectly. Turns out, sometimes I actually know what I'm doing. These guys are just dropping like flies, man. Like absolute flies. There's a big whacker bounty, 212,000. I'll take that, thank you very much. I think these sentry guns might be proximity activated, so when we get close they'll open up on us. Right, I'm going to stop keeping things at range. I'm going to start looting. I don't want us to get dragged too far away from the rest of them. We are under time pressure here. Right guys, you go and kill that cruiser please. We'll see how quickly he goes down. And I'll add my little pop guns to the mix. Do we need another micro warp drive? No. Okay, we're into the cruiser's armour now, and being Serpentis, he will be armour tanked. So we need to see his armour going below half. Good, it's gone below half. If it goes below half, it means we can kill it. In fact, let's just approach him. Should I be directly approaching a cruiser? Probably not, but he's going to die very soon. He ain't got no massive resists. I mean, his armour's decent-ish. Lasers may have problems with this guy. Being locked to EM and thermal damage. Yeah, we're just so fast, he's just like, even though we're at point blank range, you can't kill us. We have killed him. Let's have a look in his wreck. This guy does have a chance to drop faction gear, but today he's only dropped the 8th tier Overseer's effect. But you know what? I'm happy with that. Because that sells for 1.2 million ISK, and we can sell that to an NPC on the market. I'm just going to aggress the rest of the frigates now. It doesn't matter if you hit something. As long as you shoot a couple of rounds at it, it usually wakes them up. There we go. Take that, and we're just going to kite that guy because everything else is going to wake up now. Yep, there we go. You know what? I'm going to orbit this gun at 10. I'm just going to fly in a circle around the guns, kill the guns with my guns, and hope that the frigates can kill the drones. Can kill all the frigates. I'm not sure if this is wise or not. We'll soon find out. Probably unwise. But the drones are doing their thing. We do have 4 of them now, and they are being boosted by a drone damage augmenter. Everything else is still yellow boxes. We're just fast enough to kite everything. Yeah, we're pulling away from them again. This is cool. I mean, the frigates in here are not particularly difficult enemies. There's just an awful lot of them. An awful lot. But they're just getting smashed by our drones. Lovely. It's also helping our drones quite a lot that these guys are so slow. They're easier to hit for the guys. Okay, we might take a little tap as we fly through the swarm of them here. And I think we'll be okay. Oh, no. We killed the tower, we've got nothing to orbit now. Let's start working on the other one. And orbit that. Shield's still above 50%. Nothing's really within range of us. Alright, Rib 4 has been a breeze. We've just kited everything to death, which is exactly why I built this fit. It was really only built to run refuges. But if we know we can run the 3 out of 10, then we'll be running 3 out of 10s as well. We'll be looking for hideaways and refuges. Maybe now is the time when we stop messing around in asteroid belts and start actively hunting combat sites. That would be a game changer in terms of income. I'm just going to start looting. Not that, because it's garbage. That I will take. Hey, you killed the gun. Really? No one else dropped loot? That's just rude. How about you? You gonna drop any loot? Nope, no more loot to be had. Let's just go here. We'll get the guys to go and destroy that sentry gun. I don't think we've even gone into armor at all, have we? Okay, that's fine by me. I'll have a look in these containers. They don't contain anything. But we'll have a look. Might as well. Well, 4 drones is certainly better than 3, I'll tell you that much. What a huge difference. I mean, it is increasing their DPS by like 33%. Metal scraps and some projectile ammo. I'm going to have a look in there. The drones are on the way to the next gun. That's good. I'll have a look in the charge ammunition storage. It's a shame that these little cans don't provide faction ammo. That would be nice, wouldn't it? But no, there's some medium hybrid ammo. We're not quite at cruiser level yet. That's a good thing about destroyers, is that they use small size ammo and gear, which is great because we've got lots of small size blueprints, because that's what we've been using. Right, let's loot these guys, and then I think we're gonna, what are we gonna do? I think we should go through the acceleration gate into the final room, kill everything that's there apart from this station, and then warp out, and then go back through room 1, and then do room 3, which is the other room, and then come back here and just spend the rest of the time before downtime doing the station. Because we've still got 2 hours, 2 hours and 5 minutes in fact. We have flown through this site. Okay, room 5.
Warp drive active.
The final sector contains a supply stronghold which houses the administration staff for the entire complex. No further information is available. Final room, and that massive station is the thing we need to kill. It has about 50,000 hit points, and that wasn't my usual exaggeration. It actually has 50,000 hit points. But it does not regenerate itself. Even its shields don't regen, which is just as well. Because 15 to 20,000 shield hit points would take me about 3 days to get through, considering it would automatically recharge quite fast. Should turn my afterburner on, that would be wise, wouldn't it? For the moment, I'm just going to sit still and let my drones whittle down as many as they can. Then, as soon as anything gets within 20, we'll start keeping them at range. Because there are 1 or 2 enemies here. There is a gun turret at the back, there's a gun turret there, and I think there's another one there. Yeah, there's 3 gun turrets here. 1, 2 and 3. There is also a cruiser in here, who is called the Separatist Supply Station Supervisor, but he is not actually... Oh crikey, they've got railguns, okay. He is not actually a commander. He doesn't drop the big loot. And more than once I have found this site via scanning and come into the final room and found it completely devoid of all enemies, but the supply stronghold station was still there. What that means is that some poor swine has run the site, figured that he's killed the boss, which is the cruiser, and it didn't drop anything, and they've just left. But that was the wrong thing for them to have done, because he is a false commander. He is just a renamed basic Tech 1 cruiser. He does not drop any loot. So that poor person left all the loot in that station for me. And I was quite okay with that. I said thank you very much. I destroyed the station and I got a couple of 100 million ISK worth of loot. Right, the drones can do whatever they want to do. I'm going to kill this guy. Now that everything, apart from these guys at the back, are chasing me, and nothing seems to be shooting at the drones, and if they are, they're missing. So we'll let the drones just pick their own targets, and I'll just fly around in a circle. Seems that only the group at the front was railgun fit, and we've almost killed them. Everything else is yellow box, apart from this guy. This patroller seems to be railgun fit as well, but I think the drones are killing him. Because the drones will prioritise things which are red boxing me. Yeah, they've killed one of them, and they're going to get the other patroller now. Good, 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 good. So let's fly straight upwards. So yeah, if you get caught at short range, this place can be pretty nasty, but if you can kite, like what we are doing, it is absolutely fine. Not a problem at all. Whereas if you find it via scanning, it will be a public site and you'll be racing other people. And that means in this final room, it's a race to see who can kill the station the fastest, and that means tanking all the damages incoming from everything. Or it can mean that. If you've got really long range weapons, you can hit this from where you land. You land about 55 to 60 kilometers away from it. You can just plink it from that kind of range. Okay, it looks like these little guys are moving, but they're not yellow boxing me. That means they must be trying to kill my droneses. That's quite rude. So, actually, I wouldn't mind shooting at these guys. As soon as the drones start taking damage, we'll bring them back in. I'm not going to fly that way anymore. I'm going to double click just off to the left so I don't proximity aggress these groups, because I don't want them to be adding their DPS to the party. At least not quite yet. Hey, that guy seems to be in range of my guns, so let's just have a pop. Boop. There's another one gone. Yeah, I think these little watchmen are trying to kill my frigates, so we'll send the drones to kill them next. It's nice being so fast. It's really nice. I like it a lot. Come on, little Joneses. There we go. Double takedown. I'll just... Why don't we just orbit the Overseer at 15? There we go. Then I can concentrate on giving my drones very precise orders. Yeah, these frigates are trying to kill my drones. Okay, now they've switched to me. Well, that's fine. Is that because I shot the Overseer? It would help if I fire both my guns, wouldn't it? Yeah, there we go. Let's be professional, shall we? I wandered a little bit too close to the gun turrets and one of them shooting at me, but not an issue. So yeah, 108 frigates in this site in total. 108. Oh, sod it, I'm going to start looting wrecks. I don't care. This one first though. Metal scraps, yes please. Clicky clicky. Open that.
A module has run out of charges.
Metal scraps. Ah, smart bomb. What does that break down into?
A module has run out of charges.
Nothing great. Smart bombs should be renamed dumb bombs. Do not use smart bombs in high security space. They are area of effect damage dealers that use capacitor energy to run. They do constant area of effect damage, and if you hit anything neutral like a wreck or a bit of scenery or an asteroid in high security space, the police will come and kill you. So don't use smart bombs in high security space. Not even for running missions, because missions, as we know, and combat sites, as we know, have an awful lot of scenery in them. And you do not want to hit scenery with a smart bomb, because sad times for you. Drones, could you please, like, see what I mean? Click this thing here on drones in space. Select focus fire. That is supposed to keep all your drones shooting at the same target. But it has never worked properly in 21 years of EVE Online. How much money was that? That was another big whack, wasn't it? 459,000. That 459,000 in bounty from a single tick. By far the biggest tick we've ever had in this playthrough, and I am quite happy about that. Hey, would you look at that? We've almost killed all the frigates. And the gun turrets are trying to shoot my drones. They're certainly yellow boxing. Metal scraps. I think the cruiser just tagged me because it's slowed down. Scraps and another blaster and some antimatter. We'll take all of that. We'll have a look in this wreck. How much is this cruiser worth? 74,000. Okay. I'll take that. Speaking of things I'm going to take, I'm going to take that and that. Omnidirectional tracking link, might as well. It's a drone module we don't have the skills for yet, but we can scale into that. Take all that. Cruiser's about to die. Well, he was about to die until he ran out of ammo. There we go, he's in hull now, so he will die eventually. Yes, we'll take another web. Sometimes his wreck doesn't drop anything, because he's just a basic cruiser. Yep. Empty wreck. So some unsuspecting people will see that and just warp out because they think they've completed the site. I've killed the boss cruiser, he didn't drop anything, I'm leaving. But no. That is not how this site works. I'm going to have to keep an eye on my drones because I think they're going to get fired at. Yeah, the gun turrets are firing at them. Yes, okay, I'll take a warp destruction field generator. I've got 5 of them at home. This will make number 6. This gun turret is shooting at my drones, but because they're very small and very fast, it's missing every single time. I'm not sure what the frigates down below the station are doing. I don't think they're doing anything. Well, that's good. Alright, 1 hour 53 minutes before the server shut down, and we're almost ready to start working on the station. I'll take all that, and let's get over here. I want to target all these frigates. I was not expecting the site to be like this. Not with the terrible low skills we have. I was expecting fire and blood and mayhem, and it's just been an absolute pleasure. I say that before we started shooting at the station and realise it's going to take longer than 2 hours to kill it, but you know, we'll see. We shall see. Right, drones are in range of that guy, so let's aggress him. Pew pew. Doesn't matter if we miss, as long as we're shooting at them, we will aggress them. I mean, we could hit, because turrets always have a chance to hit. As long as you can target lock something, you can hit it with turrets. It's like a 1% chance of hitting, but you can hit at any range. Which is nice. Pop. And pop. I'm just going to approach the next gun turret. Just to save a little bit of time. Pop. Oh, loot. I'm not approaching the turret. I'm going for this. I'm going for this loot. And then I'll aggress the turret. Pop. Aggress the turret. Yep. The turret's instantly shooting at me. Well, that's fine. You can shoot at me all at once. Metal scraps. Yes. No, that's a remote sensor booster. Anything that says remote means it works on friendly targets like your fleet mates, so we don't need a remote sensor booster on this ship. They're really good for helping fleet mates hit target things really fast or further. Shield almost went down because the gun turret was at basically 0. Let's just have a look in the cruddy loot boxes, shall we? Then we'll warp out, we'll come back to the site, we'll do room 3, and then we'll come back in here and blow up the station, grab everything and leave. And toast our massive, massive victory. This is going to be 5 million-esque. I mean, that's everything. one more frigate to go. Yeah, I'll take that. And then we'll go for this cargo can here. See what that gun turret drop. Then we'll fly back, get the charge ammunition storage. And we'll be out of here. Okay. It seems that this little ship, with this crazy fit that I made, can run one of the largest 3 out of 10 sites in the game. Now all we have to do is to destroy this absolutely enormous station. That's going to be fun. Right, what have you got? Uranium charge S, of course you do. Let's have a look at this charge ammunition storage. And that wreck. That wreck's closer, so we'll do that first. And there's some ion charge in there. So let's just double click to get ourselves free so we don't bump into the station on our way out. And we'll go to this station here. Why are we going to a station? We'll just warp to whatever's closest.
Warp drive.
I don't need to drop anything off at the station. We just need to leave and then go back to the start of the site. Shmoop. So we'll just go to the nearest place, which is this planet.
Warp drive active.
Back we go again with the same opening blurb as you always get. We will keep the traffic management key, just in case we ever get into a cruiser or a destroyer, which is able to just fly straight through everything and go through the gate. Not sure why I would do that on this particular playthrough, because we need all the bounty we can get.
Warp drive active.
Not a bad haul of loot so far. 1.7 million worth of overseers boxes. Still 2 more to get. We've still got to get the 7th tier and 9th tier. We've got 7 more drones of assorted flavours. More blasters. I'm not sure why I'm stockpiling blasters, but I am, because they're hybrid weapons, I suppose. We have a magnetic field stabilizer, another web, and more building materials, which is nice. Okay, let's get through the acceleration gate into room 3. We've done 1, 2, 4 and most of 5. Not very many combat sites have branching paths like this. Most of them are just linear.
Warp drive active.
And room 3 says, the security corridor is the main defensive barrier before continuing through the acceleration gate towards the main refinery and central warehouses. All guest passes and operational handling is made by the Chief of Security on duty. And again, this Chief of Security is the thing that drops the loot. Then we need to hang out here because lots more guys are going to spawn. Let's just aggress this lot, turn it afterburner on. There's going to be another 2 groups at the back. Or 1 group at the back and 1 group right in front of us. Let's see how many aggress. Then, and another group in the middle. Okay, all of these guys have aggressed. No, that's okay. 2 groups aggressing's fine. Keep that guy at range. Because he's closer, I'm going to railgun him. Let the drones kill the guy who's half dead. Drones, could you just do focus fire, please? Game coding must be really hard, because they've been unable to fix that issue for 21 years. But, you know. Okay, it's good that just 2 groups have aggressed. I was expecting the whole room to aggress, and it just didn't. And again, almost all of them appear to be blaster fit, so we don't want them to get close, so we'll just kite them all to death. Because that is what has been working in this entire site. If all these guys had been railgun fit, we would have been in deep trouble. But they're not, they're all just on approach with afterburners, and they're approaching us really slowly. And we're more than fast enough to stay away and kill them all, so why not take up that invitation? I'm gonna go and loot that wreck. No, I'm gonna loot this one because it's closer. Well, that guy just melted. Goodbye. Oh, okay. the drones have aggressed this group. Because this group must have aggressed the drones. I'll help them out with some railguns then, shall I? Pew pew! Oh, hello! More Big Daddy loot. Okay, these guys are a railgun. Because they're red box, which means they're actually firing at me. They're still pretty squishy though. Now they're back to yellow box, which means they're either on approach or they've switched aggro to the drones. Not that it's doing them any good. Because they be melting, yo. Okay, next we want to aggress this little group. Yeah, there may be hundreds of frigates here, but they're aggressing individually in little groups, so that's good. Let me just put a couple of rounds into this guy. Ooh, he dropped some loot.
A module has run out of charges.
And the drones are going to have fun with them. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. Very happy that they're aggressing in little tiny groups. The Sancha 3 out of 10 may only be 2 rooms, but it's basically 90% destroyers, and the final room has about 500 DPS in it. Again, it's something you can kite, because you saw that on our previous playthrough on this channel. We've done that quite a lot on this channel. Even though there's a lot more enemies here, and it takes a lot longer because there's 5 rooms if you want to do a full clear, it appears to be easier if you can kite. I'm sure if we did aggress the full room it would be a lot of damage, but everything's aggressing individually, so that is excellent. Keep this guy at range. Okay, looks like everything's going to aggress now, is it? Well, that's fine. Spit out the drones. Yeah, this little group here. The commander, he's not actually a commander wreck. Or is he? I'm not sure if you get T2 salvage from them. We'll find out when he dies. We'll have a look at the salvage tab I've made. It'll say Serpentis Medium Commander Wreck. I don't think he's an actual commander, but he is a site commander. Yeah, naming conventions kind of go out the window in these sites. Things that are listed as commanders are not, and things that are not listed are. Like drones, off you go. It looks like a blasterfoot cruiser. He's 75,000 ISK. No, drones, get back here. Give me that. Obviously, this group of guys were aggressing the drones. Yeah, I can see the little beams. They are shooting at the drones, but they're missing because the drones are small and fast. Very small and very fast. Shield's about to go down because I'm looting the field and not really paying attention. Okay, let's orbit this guy at 15 and shoot him. Then the drones can do whatevs. Hey, we're finally into armour. In room 4. Having previously cleared rooms 1, 2... No, in room 3. We've previously cleared rooms 1, 2, 4 and 5. Okay, drones, go and play with these frigates. Off you go. I'll take care of Big Daddy.
A module has run out of charges.
I can't actually see the quality of hits we're doing to the security commander. Because the combination of his name and the name of our meter gun is making it go off screen or behind the drone control panel. Oh, drones, would you please just focus fire? Please. No, sorry, I'm going to have a look in this box. Yes, you can kill the gun turret, that's fine. Okay, we can't open that box because it's being guarded. Well, that's okay. I shall get the absolute garbage loot from that when he is dead, and I shall go and have a peek in all the other wrecks. Yay, drones! Oh, he's in trouble now. The drones are on him. Let's orbit him at 2.5. We'll just go for it. We'll just go nice and tight, as long as we don't miss. Cannons are still hitting. Cannons are still hitting, even at this range and this speed. That is okay. Because he is a bigger, slower target, so we're able to actually track him, even though we're orbiting at 2,500. Okay, that one missed. Tell me I have to burn her off, we'll just slow down a bit. Yeah, he's blaster fit. That's what the yellow ones mean. Railguns are blue, blasters are yellow. This guy's going to drop us the 7th tier Overseer's box. There's another 314,000 ISK.
A module has run out of charges.
I'm going to stop my ship. Just so I don't have to move to pick up his wreck. Pop. There we go. Drone's back. Goodbye, Mr. Cruiser. Let's see if he dropped any faction gear, or whether it's just the Overseer's box. Overseer's box is guaranteed to drop. Hey, dropped a small enduring armor repairer. You know what? I'll take that. Okay, this gate leads back through to into room 4, which we've already previously completed.
Warp drive active.
Now we have 1 hour and 35 minutes to destroy that station with the tiny amount of DPS that we have. What is our drone DPS? Our drone DPS is 37.9. Can we do math? Can we math this? Okay. Let's see if we can't do this thing. We're just going to sit on it at 0. I mean, we can't miss. It's a station. As soon as the drones are in range, we'll send them. I'm just going to sit right on top of that ping. The only problem we're going to have is if this thing does have passive shield recharge and we don't do enough damage to take its shields down. If you remember, I said a long time ago that the way shields work is that they regenerate faster the lower down they go, to about 33 to 35%. Okay. So if we can take its shields to below 30, it means we can kill it. Yeah, lots of penetrates and smashes and all kinds of good stuff. Because it's a station. I mean, its velocity is 0. Its size is absolutely titanic. So we should be getting lots of good hits. We should be getting very, very accurate hits, and that translates to more penetrates and smashes. Well, the shields are going down. So indeed, we are going to be able to kill this thing. And I don't think it's going to take 1 hour and 32 minutes. Mind you, it could have a lot of structure and armour. But that is why I brought 10,000 thorium with me. We've been finding some more along the way. We've still got 9,000, so we should be okay. Okay, so we just have to sit here for a little while. Or quite a while. And kill this station and see what it drops. It will drop a 9th tier Overseer's personal effect, which will be worth even more than this one. The 9th tier sells for 2.1 million ISK. So that's really what we're doing it for. It does drop in between 0 and 6 dead space or faction gear as well. We can't sell that, but we can use it. Okay, shield and armour was not a problem. It does seem to have most of its hit points in its structure. This may take some time. Oh, sweet lord, we actually did it. The Separatist supply stronghold is a smoking wreckage, and its administrators are dead, cloned, or on the run. There is now little left in the area except the quiet ruins of criminal activity and the skill training completed noise. Well, alright, let's see what is in this cargo can. I know one thing that's going to be in here, anything else is a bonus. Not bad. 9th tier's Overseer's Effect, 2.1 million. Corelli A-type kinetic coating, which is a passive module. You stick it on the low slot and it gives you 32.5% bonus to your kinetic resist. Nice. Corelli A-type small armor repairer. This is much, much better than the armor repairer we have right now. What one do we have right now? We have the compact. Let's compare and contrast. Hold shift, open this. The one we're using right now repairs 7 to 9 hit points every 6 seconds. The one we just found repairs 120 every 6 seconds. That is absolutely enormous. That is 52% more. That is why that is worth 19.1 million on the market. Remote tracking computer don't care. Webifier will take. And that is how you do a 3 out of 10 site. I cannot believe this went this well.
Warp drive active.
Cannot believe it. We didn't even use all that much thorium. I came here with 10,000. We're on about 8.8. We did find a few hundred rounds in the site itself, but we've got everything we came for. We did all 5 rooms. We got the 5th, the 6th, the 7th, the 8th, and the 9th tier Overseer's Effects, worth a total of 4.4 million. We've had lots of bounty payments come in. 238, 459, 352, and I'm assuming there's going to be another one at the end as well. That's 80. That's over 1 million in bounty right there, plus the 4 million from this. So we just made 5 million-esque. Unbelievably good. And we got 2 of these, so that's lots and lots of minerals. We got another mag stab that we can use. We've got some blasters we can use. Got the dead space gear, which we can definitely use. More drones. Yeah, absolutely brilliant. Luckily for us, everything here was only using afterburners, and most of it was blaster fit, so we were able to just kite it and pick them off one at a time. And we picked off 108 frigates, 2 cruisers, and 7 gun turrets, and a giant station.
Active.
Luckily for us, the station did not repair itself, otherwise I'd still be there. And we did it with plenty of time to spare as well. So we know that the next time we do that, we will have trained more skills and we'll be even faster. What was it I just trained? Mass production level 2. Okay, we can now build 3 things at the same time. I was going to do acceleration control. I think we probably will just do that. Why not? And then I've racked up all the skills we're going to want for an Algos.
Warp drive active.
Because Algos has 35 megabits drone bandwidth, which is quite a strange thing because 5 light drones is only 25 because you need 5 each, and 5 medium drones they need 10 each, so that'd be 50. So the most this can do is 2 mediums at 10 each, which is 20, and then 3 lights at 15, so that brings it up to the 35. It has a drone capacity of 60 cubic meters. Each medium takes up 10, each light takes up 5. So you need, 3 mediums and 6 lights? We haven't even done the skills for medium drones yet. I'm not sure if I'll bother, because medium drones attract more aggression than light drones. As we've seen, almost everything ignores light drones, but medium drones will attract a little bit more fire. They'll be worth having, because if we do that 3 out of 10, they'll be much better at killing the station because they do more damage. Yeah, and that's the next target. Get an Algos blueprint. And with that in mind, that's why I've done drone avionics 3 and 4, just to give ourselves another 10 kilometers on our drone control range. And then Gallente Frigate 2, Gallente Frigate 3, which opens Gallente Destroyer, and Gallente Destroyer 1. I did buy this skill book off camera. It only cost like 100k, so I just bought that when we had 100k spare. Oh, there's another 55,000 bounty. Lovely. So that's way more than 1 million bounty. Way more. 35 and 45, it's 80, it's 100. Yeah, it's just about 1.1 million. Gallente Destroyer is only going to take us a few days to get, and then of course the thing we're going to want for the Algos is drones 5 to be able to actually make use of all of its bandwidth. And that, even though we've just respect for memory and perception, is still going to take 9 days, 4 hours. It was 9 days, 18 hours, so we saved a few hours on it. But, you know, when you're looking at a 9-day skill, a few hours here and there isn't that big a deal. I told you this challenge was going to accelerate once we got to a certain point, and I think we're at that point now. Right, let's sell these boxes. These are sold to the Concorde Assembly. To find them, you just go up to Universal Search up here at the top left, type in Concorde, under Factions, Concorde Assembly, double click this, and then Member Corps or Controlled Territory doesn't really tell you much. What you need is Member Corps. Then you just double click on each corp and it will list, and then go to the Stations tab, and then it will list all the stations which this corp have, and it lists them in order of distance, which is great. There's really only 2 of the corps that have stations, Concorde itself and DED, and we are in the system of Uli, which is the home system of the entire faction. Almost all the places here will be Concorde. There's DED, there's DED, Concorde. So we just dock at any of these stations and sell all these boxes. Right click, view market details. Buyers, yep, there we are. 2.1 million for this, 364 days duration, which means it's NPC, and under the rules of this stupid challenge, we're allowed to sell these boxes. This is absolutely huge. Put on the boxes here. Let's sell them all. 4 million-esque in the wallet. Boom. We are now at 5.4 million-esque. We're almost most of the way to getting an Algos. So yeah, fantastic. I'm going to fly home and chill out for a while and celebrate my victory. Hope you can do your own celebrations or wherever you are, because this is the end of this episode. We did one thing in this episode, but it made us so much money. It's taken us all this playthrough to make about 10 million ISK in total, and we just made 5 million ISK in this one episode. So yeah, things are beginning to accelerate. Look after yourself until we see each other again, and I'll speak to you again soon.